Hello everyone, in this video we are going to look into the book First Things First by Stephen R.Covey. Lesson number 1 is to understand why we do what we do. At times we fail to give enough importance to what is actually important, and we even tend to ignore those ones. This is mainly because of the lack of attention in our everyday activities. These patterns, called as habits, are hard to break, and it gets much easier when we actually understand why we are doing a certain thing. Like, for example, you could be controlled by a situation or people or fear of something that has happened in the past. Once we make sure of this, the author calls us to divide our task into 4 different categories: urgent, important task, non-urgent, low important task, urgent and low important task, and finally the task that is neither important nor urgent. This helps us to know where is our energy invested and if that is really okay. Lesson number 2 is to use time in the best way. Time management is a great leadership skill, and it is also essential to be more efficient and increase our productivity. Learning to utilize your time by prioritizing will help you to reduce the stress. 5 simple tips to execute this would be to set reminders for your task, making a planner, setting time limit, and getting yourself out of distraction. And the last one is to establish a routine. When we have enough time to relax after work, we feel more confident, and this in turn makes us more effective. A famous quote says, "Your future is created by what you do today and not tomorrow." So time management is one of the stress reducing method as well. Lesson number 3 is to use your creative imagination. We all have this innate ability to form images in our minds. This ability can be greatly used as a guide to reach our goals. What happens most of the time is that when these kind of images come in our mind, people immediately look at their present situation, and then people think they neither have the resources nor the money to believe on those images. Then they tend to drop it. When we have to implant any kind of image in our mind, there is a gestation period it takes to grow and finally manifest in our life. Just like a baby takes 9 or 10 months in the womb. Now, there is no stipulated time for this creative imagination to come in the form. Sometimes it could take a year or a decade. This is what makes it more interesting. But remember, the image is as powerful as the reality.